What's up, everybody? This is Major coming at you with another kind of cool video. So in this video, I'm going to hit part 5 of the previous videos where I was discussing different financial prepping aspects of being a prepper. So I'm gonna start this off with a disclaimer that I'm not a financial advisor, so on and so forth. Anything you hear me say is just what I'm doing. Doesn't mean you have to do it. Pick out of it what's the cherry for you, and whatever's lemons, you don't like lemonade, then just leave it up in there. But if you see something, hear something that you like, go ahead and keep it. Write it down, jot it down. Get with me if that particular thing interests you, and I can expound on it further. So let's get started. So first, we're talking about financial prep 2022. Everybody's concerned about what's going on. Inflation. I see none of this stuff am I making up. 8 years ago, when I was kind of preaching these messages, wasn't nobody listening. Wasn't nobody hearing it. Wasn't nobody having it. A few people here and there. And I will tell you this, you're still part of that a few people here and there crowd, because as you can see from my views, I don't get that many views. Maybe it's because I'm not doing something right as far as optimization with the videos. I don't know. I don't care. Really, the way that I like to work is when my energy goes out and it reaches the people with like energy and it comes back to me, I'm good with that. So I don't need a bunch of views. My channel's not monetized where I'm making money off of people watching me. Maybe somebody takes a training course from me. Good, that's great. Maybe somebody, wants me to consult them and I make some money that way. That's great. But other than that, I'm straight whether you do that or not. So it don't matter to me. I share the information that I have because that's one of my purposes, is to not necessarily be a teacher, but to, based off of my life experiences, give that to people. And if it helps stair step them up one notch, or they get to the next level they're trying to get to, then that's what I'm here for. That's part of the reason why I'm here. So let's get into it. That was just a brief explanation on my YouTube channel and how I don't care about, like monetization and all that stuff. I get mine reciprocated through other sources, so I'm straight. So anyway, let's jump right into it. Check it out. Real estate. One of the preps that you have to consider is finances, because that's how you're prepping food, water, shelter, buying land, paying off your vehicle so you don't have a bank note, so on and so forth. So you got to be concerned and interested in financial prep. Everybody wants to know how to make more money, but what you really need to know is how to know how not to spend so much damn money, okay? And then prioritize what you get and point it directly into what you're trying to do and achieve. Because in between trying to chase the money and trying to get the big money, you might be missing all the little money that would have added up to the big money anyway. Whatever you're focused on, that's what you're going to start coming across more of. But there's a reason why they program us, and I'm going to get into the real estate topic. There's a reason why they program us to want these big exotic things. One, it validates their position over you. Two, it kind of mediates for them. I'm trying to think of the right word for it. It mediates for them. It keeps some type of balance, equilibrium thing. If we give them a little bit to aspire to, and they see a couple of them reaching that level, when they won't be so angry with us, let's say, because we have so much. So they give you a little bit, so it creates a wall between the masses and them. That's what I think. That's my opinion. So all of this stuff, seeing the big yachts and all the yacht parties and all that stuff, that's just a few people, y'all. If that's the kind of lifestyle you want, go get it. I'm not opposed to that or this or this or that. But just know there's like the small percentage that does that, and then the rest of us are doing what we're doing. So there's a huge gap between here and there. I don't need multi-millions and millions of dollars. That's a lot. That's a big headache. When I was rolling my real estate stuff back in 06 through 08 until the market collapsed, money wasn't an issue. So once a millionaire, always a millionaire. I can get it back anytime I want if that's what I want to do. I know how to do it. Now, you might be asking, okay, are you one? Well, that's my business. It's irrelevant to the conversation. I don't share all of my data like that. I'm not the guy that's going to go, look at what I'm wearing. I look like a damn farmer. I look like a backwoods, I don't know. I look like some backwoods dude with some boots on out here. I'm not all arrogant with it. I'm older now. I don't care. I really just want to do what I want to do when I want to do it and be left alone and not have to be concerned about, oh, my bills are behind. And that's why I pay stuff off. I don't buy stuff that I can't pay for. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing deals where I'm going to chip you off 50,000. I'm going to hustle up the other 50. And then in a couple of months, I'm going to pay it. And then boom, it's going to be done anyway. So I don't need no bank. I am my bank. the resources are coming in. So that's all that needs to be known about how Major does it. If you want to know what type of businesses I do, leave a comment and I'll let you know. Maybe you're interested in starting one. If you need some help, I got you. So let's get into the topic real quick. All right. It's hard for me to look in the camera directly. You'll see me looking down a lot because the sun is right in my face, but it's good light for you. So sorry about that. So we're going to get into it. Real estate preps. A lot of people are going to be asking or are asking me now, actually. So Major, should I get into the real estate game? You know, I want to flip houses. I want to do assignments. I want to just sign contracts, find deals, do a contract, and then flip it to somebody who's got the money and make the money in between. And then some other people, well, I just want to be a real estate agent, so on and so forth. But right now, we're just talking about entrepreneurial style real estate stuff and or personal real estate. Major, what should I do about my mortgage? Should I sell now or should I just wait a minute? Well, I'm going to tell you this. They are going to do another 2008. I think it's going to be kind of soon, rather sooner than later. That's just my personal opinion. You guys can vet that by doing research on, you know, just type in 2022 real estate crash and see what information people are putting out there. One, do they want us to be scared that that's going to happen? Or two, are they really going to do it? Because I can tell you it happened in 08. So it doesn't matter how they did it and what caused it. It only matters if you get caught up in it, that it directly affects you financially. So what I think is that they're going to do, it's going to happen again. Trust me. They love, that's the game. Build it up, pull the rug out. Build it up, pull the rug out. They make money on the you getting in. They make money on the middle. They making money on the high. And when they pull the rug out, they clean house. They clean house. It's just like Vegas. It's just like the house in the casino. Everybody's playing. 98 of the people are losing money to the house. And then it's like 2 or 3 big winners. Still the house profited 60-70% anyway. So they don't care if it's 2 or 3 big winners. That's what the real estate market is, but it's just bigger than that. So what you got to do is on the got a current mortgage on a property and you want to sell it or you're thinking about selling it before the market does tank. Well, if you're going to do that, go ahead and get the sign up, get it listed. Here's my advice. If you're going to list it through a realtor, a licensed realtor, you know, if it's worth some money, you're going to have to list it with a licensed realtor for the credibility side. But go on and list it, right? List it up there, have them set the price accordingly, and then do a 3-month, a 90-day agreement with the realtor. Y'all didn't know that. Some people might just think, oh, the realtor says 6 months or a year-long listing, 12 months, sign here. Yeah, if you sign it, that's what they'll do. Hell, if you tell them 30 days, they'll put it on their contract because they're making money off of that paper they just signed with you. And they don't have anything invested. A real estate agent is going to make that money. So they're going to list it anyway. So they'll tell you, we'll recommend at least 6 months for marketing. Nah, you want to be in more control over your property in case you get a buyer on that came through you. You don't want to be stuck in that listing agreement for, 6 months or so. If the market changes, you want to be able to maneuver. So don't box yourself in with the listing agreement. That's one thing I would suggest. Two, yes, the markets can change adversely. I mean, it just takes one day and then boom, something happens and then it's too late. So get it on the market. You don't have to accept the offers, but at least you know what's coming in. Then you can decide at that time, you know what? I got quite a few offers. I think this, yeah, let's go ahead and let me do some negotiations and try to bump them up, and let's flip this thing. That way you don't wait till the last minute, and then when you finally decide to list it, then the market crashes, it's too late kind of thing. So that's another suggestion. Two, the other question is, Major, after I flip this and get out of this payment and make some profit, what am I going to do with this profit? Well, of course, there's several things you can do. One question is going to be, capital gains tax. So I'm going to say, get with your accountant. I don't know what your tax bracket is. I don't know what your, deductibles are. I don't know anything. Do you have a business running? Are you going to, is it in your LLC name, the property, or is it in your personal name? There's a whole bunch of questions, I'd have to ask you to find out which route you should go, because everybody's case is different. But ask your accountant, your tax person, if they know about a 1031 exchange. That's where the proceeds, the profits from your real estate transaction can go directly into another real estate transaction. I think it's within 60 days, but like I said, check with your tax people. Some kind of around about 60 days. As long as you do it in that 60-day window and you file whatever document they have you file, probably sending it to the IRS, I think it's called a 1031 exchange. 1031 exchange, then you don't have to pay capital gains on that money because you're going and investing it right back into another property. So that's one thing you can look into to keep more of that profit in your pocket. The other thing is, that's the main question with taxes. That's as far as I'm going to go with taxes, because I'm not going to get into some situation, a major told me to do this and that. No, these are just suggestions. These are things you can look into. So the other thing is, what do I do with that money? Do I go put it into another house? Do I go buy some commercial property? What do I do, Major? I'm going to suggest to you, one, commercial property is going to be the first thing to flip and go belly up. Two, putting it into another residential property is going to get you back in the same boat, because everything is inflated. You're selling at the high end, and if you go into another residential property, the prices are already up. It's just like buying a car for $15,000 more than it's worth. So when the market crashes, you lose substantially. It takes you years and years and years to get back upright, and then at the same time, you losing that equity. You can't sell it. You can't even maneuver. So here's my suggestion, and this is what I was getting to. I've been speaking about the farm shares idea to you guys. I'm adamant about it. You see, I keep talking about it. Everything is tying back to the farm shares, because I believe that's the situations that we all need to be looking at deeply. As you well know, I'm already purchasing 40 acres. There's another 200 acres close to here, right down the road from my 40 acres that I could purchase. I don't have the funds for that right now, but the 40 acres, I'm offering people farm shares. That's where you, your family, within reason, I got to have a people limit. I can't have your family of 200 on the 40 acres. That's not going to work. So you and your immediate family, you and your household, so to speak, will have access to come out on the farm, help us grow food, help us cultivate greenhouses, building cabins, building root cellars, and doing all kinds of stuff, productive things. Not only do we grow the food, we get to eat the food. Whatever, all the overages, we will sell. We will produce for other people and sell. You can be involved in that and invest in that idea with me. So drop a comment below if you're interested. This is also going to be a spot that's far away from, I'm far away from the city centers. I'm way out here. I'm in Georgia, but I'm about, just to give you an example, I'm almost 3 hours north of Atlanta. So I'm far away from the city centers. We're way out here where it's really peaceful and quiet. We could do what we want to do on the land, you know, producing. I'm gonna be doing the timber business. I want to get a mill so we can cut our own wood, have our own little lumber company, whatever we want to do. But you guys can be involved in that. You will have a place where you can get out of the city in the event worst case scenario happens, have a place to go. Because see, right now, if you buy another home with some proceeds from selling your profitable location, you're jumping right back in the frying pan. You really are. You're jumping right back in the frying pan. So I would suggest not to do that. I would suggest to go, if you don't partner with Major in the farm shares idea, I would suggest you start looking for a good piece of land with that money, if not before you sell your property. So you have time to do your due diligence. You have time to do perk tests for where you're going to put your septic, have time to get a survey, whatever you want to do. But start looking for that property now. If you're going to get 2 acres, 10 acres, 50, 200, whatever it is, you better be on the move now, because I'm telling you, people are buying up land right now. Y'all know Bill Gates is the largest farm owner probably in the world now, but in America, the largest farmland owner. Why do you think Bill Gates been gobbling up all the farmland? I'm hearing crickets. You don't know? Farmland produces food. Food is control over people. When you control the food, you control the people. When you control the water, you control the people. Look at all the movies. Look at the Book of Eli. What was the dude controlling in that little town that Denzel went to? He went to that little town to get some water, right? The dude had control over the water, the underground water spring that was under there. He was the only one knowledgeable enough to know how to use it, how to tap into it, blah, 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 blah. So that was still available. He had control of all the townspeople because he controlled the water. That's it, and some knowledge. So Bill Gates buying up all the farmland that's available, buying farms, productive farms, right? Controlling the food, you will control the people. So that's what's going on out there around you. That's one thing. Then two, you got everybody can clean off the shelves, because panic will create buying. Buying clears the shelves off. 3, China and them in particular closing all their ports off, closing down their ports. What they getting ready for? Telling all their people, stock up, buy food, stock up, buy food, right? So why are they doing all that? What's the purpose of that? So you got to understand, there's lots of things going on around us we're not really paying too much attention to. It's just like a news report. Then next thing you know, boom, that's what's going on. So I got the opportunity available, farm shares. All you have to do is drop me a comment, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Even if you don't drop me a comment, the real estate game is probably about to go belly up again. Because if you have to make inflation go up and make the dollar go down in value, what goes down with that when it goes down? Verify the information, vet it. Typically, real estate, the stock market, all of that stuff goes down. That's why they're buying properties left and right, even at these high prices. All these big companies are buying all the houses that are on the market. Why? Because when you lose and you have to go rent, they want you paying that high enslavement rent to them. That's why they want to. If you paying $1,500 a month for an apartment, when this dollar keeps going lower in value, that $1,500 apartment is going to be closer to $2,000. So if you thought you were stretched out there now, you're going to be stretched out there a lot further pretty soon. So real estate 101, only buy when the market is conducive to the buying. If you're investing, I suggest you don't buy nothing but land right now. If you're going to invest in real estate, invest in land. preferably farmland that has some. You want something that's got, if you're buying small lots, okay, that's fine. It could be wooded. You can go in there and clear it, put your camper back there, put your house, put your tiny home, whatever. But if you're gonna buy like farmland, try to find something that already got pasture with it, so you don't have to have all the costs associated with clearing all of that land. So you got some pasture and you got some woods. Go in there and find out what kind of trees you have. You can make money off of your timber too. But the biggest thing is going to be having access to grow food, like quantities of food. So, you know, you don't know if you're going to have a crop failure. So you want to have enough area to grow different types of crops. If this doesn't work, maybe the other three things did. Sometimes the sun is out, sometimes it's being blocked quite a bit. Sometimes it's warm, sometimes it's cold. We're going through all these crazy weather events too. So here's, what is this, part 5, real estate. Major suggestion: if you're going to sell your property and get this profit right now, dump it into some type of land holding outside of the city. Outside of the city limits, hopefully, you know, as far as out as you can, and start to develop it into something. Don't go into it with the mindset, oh, I gotta buy this farmland and build a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. I'm not talking about that. Go get you a barn building new, and then have some people. It could be a 30 by 30 barn. It just looks like a barn, right? With 2 lean-tos on the side. And then have somebody build it out inside to look like a tight spot. Don't do all of that American wasting money stuff, building a typical house with a typical roof, with all the rooms in there, with the wasted space and wasted materials, because materials are too high right now. You're going to dump all your profits into that. You might need to use that profit for stocking up on more 20-year survival food, or building you you could be throwing another water well on the property. It's a whole bunch of stuff that you could do that's going to give you access to more survival items on your land than just putting it into where you're going to sleep just at night. You know what I'm saying? So look into some of this information. If you're interested in the farm shares idea, hit me now. Don't keep waiting and sleeping on this, guys. In a minute, they're going to make it to where you can't hardly use that money you're holding on to. You're going to wake up one morning and you're going to say, damn, Major was right. I don't want that to be you. I want you to take that and put it into some things that's going to protect you and your family. The time for regular investing and gold and silver and all, yo, you should have been done that. That's not going to save you right now. You should have did that when gold was $400 an ounce back when I was a teenager, right? Yeah, you'd be straight right now, but that ain't now. Right now, we're looking at all this trucker stuff going on in Canada, and trust me, watch what they do. Just like if you ain't got enough fast food workers, y'all know McDonald's got a totally automated assembly line, robotic thing. It cooks the burgers, does the fries, has the drinks coming on the conveyor belt, slides it out the window. They don't need people. They just waiting for the right time. They waiting for the right time when they got the excuse to say, well, people don't want to work. This trucker thing, truckers protesting in America. Canada, don't sound like they can control them truckers right now. So what's going to happen? Soon as it starts causing shortages and they make us hurt because we can't get products no more, guess what? Here come the self-driving trucks. That's what's next. Give it a couple of years, but they already got them trucks, y'all. Don't think for a minute they don't have them trucks ready to go. Y'all see these Amazon trucks parked everywhere, right? Whole rows of Amazon trucks will be parked, brand new, ain't no drivers in them, just sitting at a truck stop. Could those be self-drivers? You don't know. So you better start preparing all of your house all the way around. Just because it's a sunny day today, it's beautiful. I love it. Be excited about that. Enjoy it. Enjoy everything you can. And do this prep thing like it's a big journey, like a journey, man. It's just fun, right? Don't worry about the nonsense. But you got to break yourself out of how should I say it? You got to break out of the paradigm that you're in and get into the next level so that you can start making these moves happen in real time instead of in past tense or future tense. So make sure that you like this video if you like it. If you don't like it, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. You know, even if I'm sitting here recording this for myself so I can play it back later, so I can get something out of it, I'm good. I don't really need a bunch of people watching. Only certain people need to watch my videos because it's only certain people gonna do anything about it anyway, right? This ain't for everybody. It might just be for you. So if you got some questions, you need a few more answers, if I can fill in some blanks, put it in the comment. A couple of my users, you know, have already reached out to me. Got them my contact info so you can contact me. But hey, it's right now. I just got a report from one of the people, one of our relationships, said her brother's in the services, and I've been hearing planes lately that don't sound like regular planes, but anyway, they're awful loud. But that he's in the military, and they got them on the East Coast of America, looking like they getting ready for something. If you know anything about that, leave some comments. I'd like to know, is that, I mean, that's her relative is contacting her, telling them, yo, we're kind of on standby for something. We don't know what it is, but we're here in America on standby. We're not in Virginia. They got us somewhere else in America, which he thought it was strange, but they got to follow orders, so whatever. But I'm just telling y'all, still be appreciative, be happy, every now and then smile. Why? Because you can. Also, just know we got to get around to balancing out some of this mayhem. So don't forget to meditate. Don't forget to be thankful, appreciative, have gratitude. When you wake up in the morning, always like, yo, my fingers are working. I got a voice. My eyes are working. I'm walking around. Yo, this is dope. So while you're visiting this place, you have all of your, you know, limbs and stuff are working, or some of them. Whatever you got that's working, just be thankful and let that energy move around. Watch what it does when it comes back to you. It's going to be beautiful. Yo, listen, y'all, don't worry about this stuff. Just take action. It's all make-believe anyway. Just take action, what you want to do. Stop tormenting yourself. Get this stuff done. It'll make you feel better anyway. While you're here, you're going to have to eat. While you're here, you're going to have to drink some liquid. While you're here, you're going to need a little roof over your head. And while you're here, you're going to need to protect yourself. That's all I got to say for this video. If you like it, hit the like button. I appreciate it. Until the next video, if there will be another video, peace. And always watch your six. Later.